Namaste and welcome back to your anatomy and physiology session now. I hope I am audible. Namaste Dagmar, Valerie, Brenda and Jennifer alongside with Hardeep and Greg.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Bonjour.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hi.
You have just finished your Ayurveda or the therapy session with Durgesh ji. And I was there here. I can see now you have just finished your session, but let me know whenever you are ready, we will start, okay? Ready? Okay.
Yeah.
So about today, we are going to study, or we will be continuing the topic of the axial skeletal system, what we have started. Make sure you have your notebook and your paper or your pen. So whatever things we are going to discuss or draw or learn with our diagrammatic representations, let it go through your hand one time. So even afterwards, it will be helpful for you to easily identify the bones in the coming sessions with the therapy. So yesterday, after where we have seen the number of bones 206 in our whole body, but in the axial skeletal, which we started, the bones we have seen in our head. So in our head, we have seen the cranial, then the facial, and then the bones in our ears, right? Then afterwards, we will see the same axial skeletal system. The first was the head. Today, the second one, we will see about our neck region or the throat region. So here we will study about hyoid bone. Yes, hyoid bone. Okay, I hope everyone is here. Just checking. Yep. So where is this hyoid bone? Hyoid bone present in our throat. Where hyoid bone? Can you see the whiteboard, everyone, or shall I make my camera more closer to the whiteboard?
That's good. Thanks.
Okay. So hyoid bone is the bone which is the only floating bone in your whole body. I repeat, please write it down whatever I will say. The more important things are those what I will say. Then I will write on my whiteboard. So hyoid bone is the one which is the only floating bone in our whole body. This bone is floating because this bone is not connected to any other bone in our whole body. That means all the other bones are connected at least to one or other bone. But hyoid bone is present right at our throat region, at the behind back of our mouth, on the top of our thyroid gland. On the top of our thyroid gland. Please make my screen as a spotlight so you can only see me apart from the rest of the students. Everyone, just make my screen on the spotlight, I hope. Yes. So hyoid bone is what? Is the only bone kept at the end of the pharynx, which is the only floating bone. That means not connected to any other bone. How will this hyoid bone look? And what is the function of this hyoid bone? So this hyoid bone, this is the body of the hyoid bone, and there are small horns of the hyoid bone. Also, there are the bigger horns of this hyoid bone. So there are the small horns and the bigger horns. So this bone Likewise, it's kept horizontally here above our windpipe and above our hair, throat at the pharynx, just placed above the thyroid cartilage. So we have the thyroid gland which produces the hormone. So these are the bigger horns. Bigger horns. Horns, you know what are the horns. So bigger horns of these bones, and the smaller horns, I will shade it with the black. So these are the smaller horns of this bone. This is one single bone. There are not separate bones. This is one single bone. And this is the body of the bone. The base, the bigger horns and the smaller horns. The function of this bone, the smaller horns are to keep our windpipe. Windpipe is in the respiratory system that we will study in short because we studied this in 200 hours. So that windpipe, that trachea, the windpipe, we have to keep it open. So this hyoid bone, which is kept without connecting any other bone, here the small horns can keep that windpipe completely open throughout. So whenever we breathe, here the air will pass through the windpipe in the front. Similarly, the bigger horns. So these bigger horns above, the function of these bigger horns up are going back, which will hold the muscles of the tongue behind. So the muscles of the tongue, that behind, that will be holded by the hyoid bone, bigger horns. So this is what? Not connected to any other bone. I am saying these are connected to the muscles of the tongue, but not to any other bone. So this is the only floating bone in your whole body, just kept above your thyroid cartilage. For example, this is your windpipe, and this is your thyroid gland. So above the thyroid gland, this hyoid bone is kept in your throat. Likewise. Got it up till here? This is the part of the axial skeletal system because it lies in one axis only. Can I erase this? Okay, just give me one signal, yes or no. Okay, I already erased it. So this is what the hyoid bone kept in our throat region, the only floating. The next here in the axial skeletal, only in one axis we are watching. We will study about our ribs and the sternum and the spine. So first we will study about our spine. So write down the third, our vertebral column. Write down the third heading, our vertebral column. So the first one was the head, the second one was the hyoid bone in the neck. The third heading is the vertebral column, that is on our back and spine. This vertebral column here, there are number of vertebrae in our whole body, in our spine, number of vertebrae. These vertebrae are connected with the cartilage in between. These vertebrae have the cartilage in between. And what is the cartilage pad or cartilage disc in between each vertebra is to make sure our vertebrae get flexible or bend. So cartilage is that tissue which makes our bones flexible, or in between the bone joints they are present to make it movable. Without the cartilage, we cannot even do or bend our back even a little bit as well. So the first section of this vertebral column, whole vertebral column, you will see from the back and the spine, below our small brain, medulla oblongata, it connects. So the first 7 vertebrae, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the first 7 vertebrae draw in your own notebook, so you can also go through it later. You will remember. So the first 7 vertebrae are known as cervical region. Yes, anyone?
Oh, sorry, my mic was on. Didn't mean to.
Yes, please.
Cervical.
Yes, excuse me. Yes, you are right. Cervical region. I have to try who is speaking. Yeah. So cervical region is your first 7 vertebrae. And where is the 7th vertebra? Can you please tell me? That is what? Your bigger bone in your upper back. When you locate or when you touch your upper back, you will notice a big head of your bone. So to locate your 7th cervical, that is what your 7th cervical bone. So these are represented like C1 to C7. So this is C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7. So first 7 from the cervical region. And in between each, there is cartilage. That is a disc, which will make it more flexible. Any injuries with the cervical like spondylitis and many other cervical problems, we should not or we should avoid the asanas. Many asanas like fish pose, Ustrasana, camel pose, Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Lots of poses there are there that we should not perform when we have to practice or have this cervical injury. Apart from these first 7 vertebrae, the next 12 vertebrae, we'll just change the color of the marker. The next 12 vertebrae are thoracic vertebrae. So just draw the 12 vertebrae below the cervical. Draw at your own. Try not to count my vertebrae. I will draw less, but I will tell you to draw 12. So there are 12 vertebrae in this red. You have to draw. Those 12 vertebrae are known as thoracic vertebrae or thoracic region. Thoracic region or the thoracic vertebrae. Again, in between each vertebra, there is what? The cartilage pad or the cartilage disc here as well, in the middle portion of our back. So again, here is what? The cartilage disc or the cartilage pad in between each vertebra. Then these are 12. They are denoted by T1, T2, T3, likewise to T12. They are denoted as T1 to T12. As we proceed further, the most important, all the chakras are lying on the spine. The 7 major important chakras lie on the spine. As we proceed further down, there are 5 vertebrae in our lumbar region. How many? There are 5 vertebrae in the lumbar region. So these 5 vertebrae are being present after the thoracic region. This is the lower back, the lumbar region, that are denoted as L1 to L5. So starting from L1, the vertebra 1, L2, L3, L4 and L5 will be denoted as lumbar vertebrae. Below the lumbar region, there is what? Sacrum. Below the lumbar region, there is what? Sacrum, and sacrum is counted as one, or there are 5 fused bones in the sacrum. And below the sacrum, there is what? Coccyx, that is our tailbone. So below the sacrum, there is what? Coccyx, that is our tailbone. And there are, it is counted as 1 or 4 different sets of bone, fused bones. Wait a second, I will again show it to you. And
How many fused bones is it?
yes, I will tell you. So
Okay.
below the lumbar is our lower back. There are L5. So below the lumbar, sacrum region. Here the sacrum, it is counted as 1, or there are 5 fused bones in our sacrum region. 5 fused bones, not separately like T1 or C1, cervical leg thoracic. They are connected to each other. Similarly, in coccyx, there is one single coccyx, or you can also call it as 4 fused bones. So some texts will say there are 5 bones in your sacrum fused, or some text will count as one single sacrum. Similarly, some texts will say there is one tailbone, coccyx, or some texts will say there will be 4 fused bones in our coccyx. So here the number of vertebrae in our spine, how many number of vertebrae will be there? If we count sacrum and coccyx as 1, can you tell me? 7 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar, 1 sacrum and 1 coccyx. How many?
26.
26 vertebrae, yes. 26 vertebrae will be there. And if we count, so if we count 26 vertebrae, the number of bones in our body will be 206 in our whole body. And like some text, if we count the sacrum bones as 5, or the coccyx bones as 4 fused bones separately, then the number of vertebrae will be 33. And the total number of bones in our body will change to 213, likewise, according to some scientific text. But we will count here as 1 sacrum and 1 coccyx to keep our number 206 number of bones in our body. This is what about the vertebral column here. If it is cleared, let me know. So we will proceed further. Yes, everyone? Can we proceed further? Great. So I will erase it, and the next we will see in the axial skeleton, number 4, one. Number 4, give the heading, the ribs and the sternum. Give the heading, the ribs and sternum. What is the sternum? The sternum means your chest bone at the center. Sternum means your chest bone at the center. And the ribs are what? Which are connected to the sternum, to the cartilage. Sternum is the chest bone at the center, where is our thymus gland, which is very important to build immune system. Again, here I will show you this sternum bone. The sternum bone, will look like a tie. You know, the sternum bone will look like a tie. This is at the center of our chest, sternum. And to the sternum bone, there are 7 cartilage. To the sternum bone, there are 7 cartilage on each side. So sternum, and to this cartilage, there are ribs connected. So there are 7 cartilage to the sternum on each side. And to this cartilage, there are the ribs. So these ribs are 7 to each and every sternum. 7 cartilage, 7 ribs. It may look like a spider, but it is our sternum and the ribs. Okay, my figure may look like a spider, so don't be scared of it. Not much good in the diagrammatic representation, but just to clear the concept for you, you have to go through it. Again, for each rib, so these 7 ribs,
We can't hear you. What happened?
give me a second, I just lost the connection, I think. And my video is going upside down. I don't know how. Because of the mobile.
If you're using your phone, you might have to like re-tip it in order to like get it. There you go. You got
Yes,
it.
yes. Now it's working. First 7 ribs, true ribs, then the next rib. In total, how many ribs will we have? Can you please tell me that first? In total, how many ribs do we have? 8, 20, 30, 1 million.
24. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Is the connection working well? Hello?
We hear you again.
Okay. So we have total 24 ribs. 24 ribs and the 7 ribs on each side. So these are 14 ribs which are connected to the cartilage of the sternum. There are 14 cartilage, and the next 3 ribs. The next 3 ribs have the cartilage connected to the cartilage of the sternum. So you will see this cartilage, and this is the 8 cartilage. So the ribs which will originate from here. So here you will see 3 ribs. Also each side there will be 6 ribs. These are known as false ribs. This will be called as false ribs. So there will be total 7 and 3, 10 on each side. So 20 on both sides. So 14 ribs are called true ribs, and the next 6 ribs are called false ribs. Why? Because these 3 ribs don't have the connection to the sternum bone. These 3 ribs are connected to the cartilage, and the cartilage of these 3 ribs is connected to the cartilage of the 7th rib. Instead of connecting directly to the sternum, this rib's cartilage, the red one, is connected to the cartilage of the 7th rib, the black one, but not like the other cartilage which are directly connected to the sternum. So these ribs are known as the false ribs. Then the next one, you cannot find it out like this by touching your back. You have to use an X-ray for that. So the next 2 ribs, the next 2 ribs from each side are false floating ribs. So these 2 ribs will draw in red marker. They will come from the back, and these 2 ribs, number 1 and 2, these will be false floating ribs on each side. So there will be total 4 ribs. There will be false floated. I will not use the word floating because I have already said there is only one floating bone in our neck. So these ribs are not completely floating. They are connected on the back, but in the front they are floating. So these are called false floating ribs. So these are called false floating ribs, not like the hyoid bone, which is completely floating, which is not connected to any other bone. But these 24 ribs, why are the 24 ribs? Why the number 24? Just use the logic, you will understand easily. Yes, Blake should answer this actually. She answered it. Or Amber. Because in our thoracic region, how many vertebrae are there? Tell me. 12. And from those thoracic region on the back, on our spine, the ribs are coming in front. So 12 from one side, 12 from other side. There will be 24 ribs. But these 24 ribs will be connected at our back to which vertebra? Thoracic region of our spine. And the last 2 or the last 4 ribs will be the false floating. That ribs are also removable ribs. I am not saying to remove those ribs, but some people do remove those ribs to get their body in shape and flexibility more, become more flexible or a more good looking, better looks shape. Okay. But never do this, or you can injure your nervous system. Or those people who have done this or remove the ribs to get into a better shape from your waist may damage the nervous system and have mental problems and mental health issues in future a lot. Even they may look attractive from outside or beautiful, internal, many damage internally. Here, all nervous weakness. Got this? So we will proceed further. I hope everyone is getting. Okay. Just see. Apart from the axial skeleton, we will proceed more further now. So how many bones we have seen now, up till now, in the axial skeleton? 80 bones. Up till now, we have seen 80 bones in our axial skeletal system. Now, we will see appendicular skeletal system. Dagmar, I hope it is clear. Appendicular skeletal system. We have Kasia also. Again, Ruth. I hope everyone this is clear. We can proceed further now. So appendicular skeletal, here we will see the bones which will be present in our upper arms, lower arms, and the bones which connect our upper arm to the axial skeleton, and the bones which connect our legs to the axial skeleton. That we will be studying in the appendicular skeletal system. So the first, before we start with the bones of our arms. So what are those bones which connect our arm to this axis, to our axis of the body, or to the axial skeleton of the body? That is what? Our shoulder bone or our collarbone. That is nothing but pectoral girdle. Pectoral girdle. Write down the first heading from the appendicular. Pectoral girdle. This pectoral girdle means we have the collarbone, and that collarbone means clavicle. And we do have the shoulder blade. Shoulder blade means scapula. This is the name of the bone, the clavicle and the scapula. Nothing but the collarbone and shoulder blade. You see, above all the ribs, before the first rib, you will find the collarbone. And at the back, you will find the shoulder blade. So to this shoulder blade, where we connect our collarbone, then at this point, you will connect your arm. So to this shoulder blade, where you connect the collarbone, here you will connect your arm. So this collarbone or the shoulder blade is known to be as pectoral girdle. This is known as pectoral girdle. Okay, up till here, is it clear? Good. Pect means our, which connects these bones to the axial skeleton. We will not proceed more further here quickly because we do have 5 minutes, and to study more quick, it may take time, may not understand easily. So there are some bones in our arm, and we have the lower body. Apart from that as well, we will see the angular movement and many more things, in which way the bone will move, in which direction, in which asana. Up till here, if it is clear, or if you have any questions, please ask. There is just 5 minutes left, I can see. So what do we have seen in the axial skeletal? Tell me the number of vertebrae in your spine. Anyone? I cannot hear you, Brittany.
Did you ask
Okay.
about the number of vertebra? Isn't it 26?
Great. And,
Good job.
and the number of ribs, the total number of ribs,
24. Or sorry, 20. 24.
24.
24, that's what I
is
meant.
right. Yes. And we have this sternum connected to the ribs. So there are, with the ribs and the sternum, 25, but just ribs, 24. Yeah. And what are the false floating ribs? How will you define the false floating ribs? The last 4 on each side, 2.
They're connected to the back, but not the vertebrae at the
Yeah.
back, not the front.
Exactly. So they connected in the back, but not in the front. Very good. So again, so what or how many true ribs are there? So there are 7 true ribs or 14 true ribs in total, 7 on each side. How many cervical are there in your spine?
Cervical?
Cervical, 7.
7.
Okay, from Valerie or Amber, great. Again, how many lumbar vertebrae are there in your lower back? The lumbar region?
5.
5.
5.
Again, what is the hyoid bone? Where it is located?
Is that the floating bone in the neck?
It is the bone in your neck, which is the floating bone. Yes, which helps to hold the muscles of the tongue and the back and to keep our windpipe open continuously. The horn of this hyoid bone. Great. Good. Thank you so much, everyone. If you have any questions, please ask, or we will see or proceed tomorrow with the next.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Hari
Goodbye.
Om. Thank you. Bye.
Thank
you.
Shukriya.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
We'll end the meeting now.